Deus vult. 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 Deus vult.
What? Okay. Whoops, it popped. Darn it. Waiting for the game to load. I mean, it's taking a long time to load. I think I know what the problem is. Let me exit. I can't exit. It won't let me.
Deus vult.
Okay.
Deus vult.
How about we do this? We'll go over to the other window. We'll go to desktop 2.
Deus vult.
And we'll open up task management. And we will nuke
Deus vult.
this game here. There you go. It should pop off. There it goes. And let's switch back over to the other desktop. And we'll have to put this in 9.4. Okay, now we got it. Okay. So now let me start the game again. And we're going to have to wait. Some of these games are quirky like this. So weird. And that's just like, you know, you try to start the game, then actually you have to enter the family password in there. And then the game just sort of hangs up there and it turns black and you can't use Alt Tab and you can't to exit the game and you can't use the task manager. So you have to go to you just have to hit the Windows key and then go to a different window. Desktop 2, whatever. I mean, desktop 2, and then you can open up Task Manager and then nuke the game. So, which I did, and I think it's going to start here in a minute. So today we'll be talking about. I'm sure everybody knows about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and so we're kind of getting that in a little bit. I have some things prepared, but I'm just waiting for the game to start up. And as soon as it goes full screen, I'll switch to the screen. It's a little slow. I know it's an older game, AVA Global, and it's still slow the way it loads. It takes forever to load. It's kind of like Dirty Bomb. Older game, but it just takes forever to load. That's why I like Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, because it loads very fast. And Day of Defeat. So let's get to this. Sorry about that. Sometimes the mic cuts out. Okay, so it's what? Almost 9 o'clock here in Japan. We've been waiting 9 minutes. And somebody is, they wait and then they just leave without saying anything. Hey, when you come in, just say something. You say, hey, what's up, man? What are you talking about today? Well, we're going to have a topic today. As soon as we get into the game, I will talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it right just yet. You have to wait patiently. Okay. And put that right there. Let me put it in my lap or somewhere. There we go. Let's get to the game now. There, finally. We're in. It's going to be a little laggy at first. Hope it doesn't crash. Last week it crashed. Yep, exactly what I thought. Yep, crashed right on schedule. Is it going to hang there? Black screen. If not, we'll just go to Day of Defeat. Fuck AVA. Look at that. See, I can see it on my YouTube thing. Screen of death. Look at this.
Deus vult.
Okay, let's go. Okay, what are you doing?
Deus vult.
We gotta get out of here.
Deus vult.
What do you mean waiting for my response? Okay.
Deus
Refresh the
vult.
screen. You gotta be kidding me, right?
Deus vult.
Okay, let me try this.
Deus vult.
Unplug and plug it back in again.
Deus vult.
Okay. We'll get into this. Oh, there it goes. Let's just go play Dave Defeat,
Deus vult.
and then we'll get into the topic today.
Deus vult.
Lordy, lordy. There we go. Make sure that works.
Deus vult.
I know Dave Defeat is stable. You know, I should probably just stick to the stable games instead of AVA and Dirty
Deus
Bomb.
vult.
I'll just stick with Dave Defeat and Wolfenstein.
Deus vult.
There, we're in. No, we're not. Black screen. Hold on. Okay, so we have to do this again. Video capture device. We have to delete that. Okay, we have to add the source. No. Okay. And we will add that mirror box. There we go. Stupid shit. I don't know why it does this every once in a while. Who cares? We're in. Let's go. Connect. Hopefully this will be maybe Avalanche. Let's see. No, okay. We'll pick the Weimach. And it's not Avalanche. I don't think. Oh, it's the beach one again. Prepare to spawn. Okay, let's go. No, it is Avalanche. It is Avalanche. Okay. How we doing here? Let me get to a spawn. Ah, whoa. Okay, fuck that. We didn't capture the center one? Okay, just give me a couple of spawns and we'll get into the topic. I'm sure people have been talking about this topic for the last day or so, so it's been hot topic. I want to discuss the little meaning of it. I know other people will probably discuss the meaning of it as well. But I'll maybe give my little take on and stuff just while we're playing this game. Trying to be a little bit different here. Okay. Oh, I think the response by the Democratic Party, mostly, you've probably seen the screenshots, and you've seen the multitude of responses on TikTok and even X and even Blue Sky. The disgusting responses by all of our Democrats. Every one of them has been responding, celebrating the assassination. And there's not just hundreds of, but thousands of them. And there've been so many. You've probably seen the screenshots where the university professor or a primary school teacher or someone just a normal job has been fired because of their disgusting comments celebrating the assassination. You've probably seen the videos already. So I'm not going to really go into that. too much. Just kind of, yeah. I'll probably just go into a little more the meaning of it and what I mean, what I think. What's gonna probably just get worse before it gets better. I need a teammate here. I'll talk about that. Okay. Okay. Oh, double kill. Yeah, no, we couldn't get that. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna get into that. What I just said. I forgot what I said. What did I say? Okay. We're losing. And I've seen, the other thing I've seen, you've probably seen it too, but I've seen the videos already of people that were former Democrats and just left the party in one day. They've been like, probably Democrats their whole life, maybe. They claim they are. And they just leave the party. They said, I'm out. Yeah, and this is, like I said, it's been coming all from the Democratic Party. Rolling Stones, magazines, video game companies. There's so many just negative feedback and celebrating the assassination. Just disgusting people. You've seen that already. I hope you've seen that. See what that's like. It's gross. As soon as there's a break in the action. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a grim escalation of the violence. Definitely, you can say that for sure. Definitely been oh, there we go. Definitely been escalating a lot in the last few years. Probably since, well, I mean, probably since 2020. So what they talk about, well, I know that people probably have their takes about the free speech thing. I don't know how you, I mean, yeah, these university professors that are being fired because of their open celebration of the assassination. I mean, you are allowed to say something really offensive, but celebrating someone's death, who it wasn't a threat to anybody, and openly mocking the death of the person and making videos of it and saying and then they encourage more of the violence. Yeah, that's okay. That's not even that doesn't fall in the rubric of free speech. That's just like you cross the line when you do that. You advocate for more violence, which is they've done, hundreds of them, thousands of them have done already. Yeah, you cross the line. That okay. It's one thing to be a provocateur and a prick, you know, and say something offensive on purpose. But it's another one to advocate for someone's death and then cheer it on more death and then celebrate the death of someone. Yeah, that's okay. You're out. And I think that's what people are generally talking about, how they just cross the line. That's just messed up. And I think people are aware of that. Funny how we just escalated so quickly. Well, actually, it did. This has been happening for a long time. I hate when people say that. Oh, it just happened like a bolt out of the blue, just out of nowhere. No, it didn't. This stuff's been happening and for a long time, and it's been building up more and more. Especially the hatred, the ethnic collective guilt of whites, people that are of Northwestern European, Scandinavian, Nordic descent, like me. That's what I am. I've got German, French, Austrian, England. My original ancestors came from England, from the Mayflower. And essentially that rhetoric for a long time, the anti-white rhetoric has been building up too much, and everybody knows that. That's not. I mean, if you're still not aware of that and I think that's not even a problem, and you're just pretending that's just a few people, you're just a boomer idiot. Like me. I'm not a boomer. I'm not even. And the other take I cannot stand, and this is like even, I don't know if this is almost as disgusting as the take of the responses from the Democratic members of the Democratic Party, are the people that claim they want to take the quote moderate position, the more pragmatic position of, well, there's violence on both sides. That's what you call evasive responsibility. You don't want to take responsibility for this, so you act like you're going to pivot to the center and pretend like, well, everybody does it. That's just irresponsible. You take what it is, what happened, you own it, and you say, well, fuck it, I denounce it. You don't just say, I'm just going to pivot to the center and pretend like I'm a moderate. I'm, colorblind. Believe in meritocracy and trying to negotiate the compromise and stuff. Fuck that shit. Fuck that mealy-mouthed pragmatic bullshit. I got sick of hearing that already. I think that guy Chris Cuomo said that too. He was all mealy-mouthed pragmatist going, there's violence on both sides. So you're just not even taking responsibility for it. You're not taking responsibility for even the topic. You decide to be evasive like that and pretend like you're somehow in the middle, more compromising. No, you are the worst possible people you can think of. Pragmatists are the worst evil people. You take a position, and you take a radical position, and you state it strongly, not weakly, not pivot to the center, pretend like it has nothing to do with you. If you're a registered Democrat, you take what these people are saying, you own it, and say, I denounce it emphatically, and I just leave the party. Then I'm done with it, bye. None of this pragmatic nonsense. Like a grenade to my face. Pragmatic. Was that grenade pragmatic? Was it negotiable? Was it negotiating a compromise when it shattered into my face? All the parts of the grenade? No. Yeah, same thing. So that was the take that was really bad that people try to do. I just prefer to take the stronger radical one to say, well, if you were a member of the Democratic Party, just leave the damn party. Of course, if you really are serious, there's another option. You can do an old-fashioned Stalinist purge of the party. Start running the trains, but that would be terrible. I mean, that's what Stalin would do. Just get rid of all those people. Say, that's enough of them. Let's get rid of them. They're too much. And the other thing you could do, you can just leave the party and join another party. Doesn't even have to be. Well, look at all those grenades. That's another option. If you're fed up with the Democratic Party and how vile and disgusting this party is, and they're filled with degenerates, fanatics, ideologues, just leave the party. Because it's not a party for you. It doesn't represent you. That's where you got to think about your values. You got to think about what you believe and how you believe it. Do you support? Which do you support? Do you support equality, equity, or liberty? Now, if you support liberty and freedom of association and all that, and you support natural law theories, the Democratic Party is not for you. They don't support that. They support equity. Equality of outcome. And that is immoral. I don't believe in equality. I don't endorse equality. Equality is not a thing. And the people that try to push that are immoral. Because I would prefer a state of inequality than equality. See, that's a radical position to take. You say it strongly. I support inequality, not equality. And I favor liberty over equality any day. So that's what you do. You just denounce the party, leave it immediately. Maybe start your own party. You could do that, or go to another party, or just leave it altogether. I'm not even a voter. I stopped voting. I'm not a registered voter anymore. I deregistered. I was so fed up with either party, whether it be the red gang or the blue gang. They're both, I mean, face it. I mean, Trump is a soft socialist. He's a liberal Democrat. He's part of the red gang. Man, I got some shit to say about him. You know, he's not, you know, safe from criticism. He supports some form of state, a minarchist, not even a minarchist, kind of a minarchist state, but I don't support a state at all. This is why I wouldn't vote for either party, because they're both statists. And anytime you have a state, or even the existence of a state, not only is the existence of a state in a minarchist state immoral, but it's also socialism. So I agree with Hans Hermann Hoppe on that one. Totally in agreement with that. That the existence of a state, even in a minarchist state, is immoral and is socialism. I want to eliminate the state, but Trump doesn't, so I didn't vote for him. But that doesn't erase the fact that what happened was horrible. That was horrible. The thing is, the question is, this Charlie Kirk's assassination, do you think it will heighten polarization? Or maybe create more unifying effect? Will it veer off into dehumanizing territory? Will it just dehumanize other people, other groups, maybe? I don't know, other parties? Well, already the Democratic Party has dehumanized Charlie Kirk, and even that Ukrainian woman. They've already dehumanized these both. But the normals, the normies, the normal people are just can't believe what they're seeing happening coming from the Democratic Party. How just immoral they are. So that's the thing. Will it veer off into more hyper polarization? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Will it increase the polarization? Will it get worse? I think because of the COVID situation, it did escalate. It did heighten the polarization between groups. I don't know, because it doesn't. So far, it doesn't seem like that hyperpolarization is going away. Seems like the people are just doubling down on their celebration of this assassination. They don't seem to be lessening it. They seem to be increasing it. Maybe in the short term, yes, but in the long term, it will maybe have the opposite effect. Maybe it will just decrease the polarization. Because in the short term, it doesn't seem like that at all. It doesn't seem it's decreasing at all. You just see it clear. You see a very clear schism already in the response to these people. Very clear schism. The people that celebrate the death and destruction to the most people that don't. So there is a clear schism. And I don't know the percentage, though, of the people that have celebrated the death. Oh, we lost again. Gosh darn it. You, Weimar, you didn't struggle enough. You didn't understand Hitler's struggle. You need to struggle harder next time. That's why you lost World War I. You must not give up the struggle and struggle harder. And the harder you struggle, you'll appease Wutan, the god, and the miracle will happen the harder you struggle. So come on, Weimar, struggle harder. Okay. We're doing this till the clock strikes 12. Yeah, dehumanizing. Well, they have already say this thing. The thing is, you've already reached that point with the Democratic Party and dehumanizing territory, and the media too. The state corporate fascist media, they've already reached that point of dehumanizing. So we're already there, and we kind of been there for a long time anyway. So if you think this hasn't been a thing and all of a sudden it is a thing. No, but it's been a thing for a long time. You take a look at the Red Famine, the Holodomor, and how the America media responded to that by lying to say that it never happened, and that they said that the Soviets were not starving; they were just a little hungry. So you can see how demonic the American press has been. It's been like that for decades, so it's not a new thing. Hey, Kameraden! Any Kameradens out there viewing the show? Come on in. The Weimar is fine. The Gemeinschaft is fine. The Deutschvolk. So we're already at that point of dehumanizing. Where it's going to increase it could. I don't know. But everyone's talked about the. So yeah, we're already at the point of dehumanizing. We're already at that point. So it's, don't think that we're gonna get there someday. No, we're already there. The rhetoric, especially from the Democratic Party, the rhetoric of violence has been there for a long time, and the media is just running water, holding the water of those demons. Yeah, we already know that. Let me fight. Let's fight for the Lebensraum. Oh boy, I think I go to the bathroom. Gute Arbeit, Kameraden. So yeah, I mean, it's not just with the Trump assassination. It was before that there was assassinations. Who was that? What was that baseball game of the Republican guy that was shot? Yeah, so the rhetoric, it's already been, even from the late 60s. Oh no, sorry, Kameraden. It's already been there. Let's see. Yeah, of course, people have been talking about Kirk's death as it might amplify all the concerns of the role of the media. Actually, just the role of the media, not social platforms. Don't lump the social platforms in there. It's the media, the state corporate fascist media. These demons have been responsible for this and their manipulation. So, they've definitely been responsible for it. So don't try to say social media. Although, Blue Sky, I would say that, yeah, partly Blue Sky. Jesus. You go there, you'll see all kinds of vile, disgusting stuff on Blue Sky. But that's funny about Blue Sky is that all these people, everybody on Blue Sky is celebrating the assassination of this guy. Yeah, Weltanschauung. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. But the Apple App Store has banned Parler for something. I forgot what they banned it for recently, but they didn't ban Blue Sky. Even Blue Sky has been 1,000 times worse. These vile, disgusting demons celebrating the death of Blue Sky, but Blue Sky is allowed to remain on the Apple Store platform. Yeah, that's cute. So you see where these corporations stand. I mean, it's been kind of half-assed. I mean, sure, they've been firing university teachers, but they shouldn't let magazines. I mean, they even fired some of these game developers, too, at some of these, I think, doesn't matter. They just fired some, tried a couple of people. It's just not enough, though. They really just, they need to just really stop with their rhetoric, because it's all coming from one party, and it's all coming from one, the one sort. Now let's go! Come on then, we got one more Lebensraum to go. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we gotta pay attention to the game now, folks. It does. I mean, this also helps rally people to a certain political party, but I don't think it's going to rally people to anarchy, though. That anarchism, anarcho-capitalism. I think it'll just rally them to maybe a moderate party. Maybe they could go to the Republican Party, maybe libertarian. I don't know how it's going to play out in next year's election. Okay, let's go. Come on. March. Get the Volksgemeinschaft. Get it. We got it. Win it. Wunderbar. Gute Arbeit, Kameraden. Played the wrong song. Yeah, see, that's the other thing they talk. The other point, like I said, that it could rally supporters for one particular party, and it could make the difference in the next year's the local elections in 2026. It could make a big difference. That could be the turnaround. Because yeah, I just see so many videos now online just denouncing the Democratic Party from former Democrats. It's not just like walk away from that guy. The Dracula guy. What's his name? Walk away? Count Dracula? I don't know. I forgot his name. Not Dankula. I can't think of it. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It could make a difference. It could rally them to say we're not going to support them. I don't know if it's going to further widen divides. It could shrink. Not the divides, but it could shrink one party and then the other party would be dominant. I don't know. But the one thing for sure, one party, the Red Gang, if you support the Red Gang, you shouldn't rest on your laurels and think you're just going to automatically win the next election or overwhelmingly win or win in a landslide. Don't rest on your laurels. Hold these people accountable and remind them what their rhetoric is and constantly do this and do it with a vengeance. Don't hold back. If anyone suggests a moderate position on this, a pragmatic position, just denounce this position immediately and say, no, we're not doing it. We're going to take a radical position to denounce the violence and denounce the party. We're not going to take a pragmatic middle approach. The hell with that. I don't know what that. I forgot what that map is. That's the thing. You want to denounce it and vehemently denounce it, and don't play the moderate position. Don't negotiate a compromise, and hold to that fast for a long time, and remind the party what they. Just remind the party. Constantly remind them, and do it strongly, and don't let them. Don't cede any ground to them. That's the other thing. But the problem is, people just they'll probably just do what they always do, sit on their laurels, act like we're just gonna win. We're not gonna stop winning, and we'll just sit here and just keep winning. That's the worst possible thing to do. Hold that damn party accountable. Don't stop. And then if they try to make concessions, or try to negotiate some kind of compromise or pretend like they're being more moderate. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Don't fall for that. Do not fall for that. Keep holding them accountable forever. Not just 10 years or 20 years. I'm talking like 100 years. You hold them accountable. Don't let them forget this. Because you understand, because these people that are celebrating the death and the assassination of Charlie Kirk are educators. They're in the public schools and the universities. These are people that are educating your sons and daughters. And you really want to not hold them accountable? You're just going to hold them accountable for like a few years until you win a couple of elections? No, because these people are indoctrinating your children. They're brainwashing your kids. And in order to reverse this process of re-educating children, this is going to take 30 years. Well, like that Yuri Brezhnev guys talks about that, how it takes, you're going to have to start ideological unsubversion. You have to start now, and it's going to take 30 years. That's why you hold the party accountable for as long as it takes to indoctrinate the children. I mean, you want to completely unindoctrinate the children? Abolish the Department of Education. That'll do it. Because it is the root of the evil. It is the poison. It is literally the cancer. So you want to completely abolish the Department of Education. That way, you know, you can have some other kinds of forms of education. We'll get to that. Wait a minute, hold on. I couldn't do it. That's not to me. You got to hold them accountable for a long time until you just either re-educate the kids to normalcy and remove all these disgusting, degenerate people in the education system, or just abolish the Department of Education. Just keep holding them accountable. And don't cede ground. And there's so many cuck Republicans in the Republican Party that just want to cede ground and compromise. Fuck that. Do not compromise. Hold your damn ground. Hold them accountable forever. And don't let them forget. Whoopsie. Well, that's the only way you're going to heal. And that's the other thing you talk about, how this assassination will just erode trust in the institutions. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't trust the institutes anyway, because the government has a monopoly on education. I want to eradicate that monopoly. I don't want the government to have a monopoly on education or violence. I want it to be gone. So this would be a good opportunity to say, hey, look, in order to fix the re-education of kids and reinstill the trust in these institutes, is not to reform the institutes, but to abolish the institutes. Get rid of them. Really? Like him, I couldn't get rid of him. That's what you do. You don't want to cede ground. That's why you don't want to compromise in these institutes, in the educational institutes, the universities and the primary schools. You want to get to the point. You don't want to compromise. You don't want to reform them. You don't want to spend any more money trying to reform them, because it's not going to work. And they can just, I mean, you think you got rid of it 30 years from now, this woke ideology, this socialist retarded religion, you got another thing coming, because it could just come back again. So the way to eliminate it is to completely remove the institute. Just abolish the institute, so they have no chance to ever get a monopoly on education again. Because they will get a monopoly on education. Definitely they will. They can just do it again. If they've done it the first time, they could do it again. So you don't want to cede that chance at all. Do not compromise. Just say, no, we're going to abolish the Department of Education. It goes bye-bye. That way, the government will never, ever have a monopoly on education again. But if you're one of these conservatives, you're one of these Republicans that are into compromising, you're just a mealy-mouthed little pragmatist and think you can just, so if we can just reform the institutes. No, you can't. You cannot reform these institutes. They're unreformable. And if you think you can reform them with more policies and passing more policies, well, you're just retarded. You don't want any policies. You want no policies. Oh, great. I couldn't even fucking plant the damn dynamite. That's the point. That's the whole point. You don't want to cede this ground. God. I mean, we already sort of decentralized news. Because we have so many alternatives now. Okay, now do that with education. You want to destroy the government monopoly. Completely eradicate it. You don't want to compromise with it. God, I want to negotiate the compromise, and let's you scratch my back and I scratch your back. Now fuck that shit. I'm not going to scratch your back. I'm going to put your back in a cannon and shoot it out into space. But I don't know if I don't think people are going to move to ANCAP. I don't think they're going to do that from here. They'll just move to the other party maybe and just think they can reform it with more policies and pass more policies onto policies and policy solutions. They create a stratification of policies and will just grow the government regulation even more, grow the government's monopoly, and you haven't solved anything. because the monopoly is still there, and these ugly, woke, disgusting, degenerate Democrats will just come back again with their religion of socialism. They'll just bring it back again, and it'll just happen all over again. You don't want that. You don't want that ever to happen. So to make sure that doesn't happen, abolish these government institutes. That way they'll get a monopoly again. It will never happen. You actually live in a free market, and the free market will just regulate that shit. Really? I couldn't kill that guy? See what I mean? The point is, my point is this, is if you want, when you knock them out, you make sure they stay down. You don't want them ever to get up. And how you do that? Abolish the government institutes. They are the root of the evil. I think I make the point clear. Let's see what else. Go to the bathroom. Yeah, do not trust the institutes. I'll say implications of free speech. I don't think that's going to change anything. I think people are just going to just say, well, we should just have free speech. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that one. I mean, With Elon Musk having bought X, you know what that is. I don't have to say that again. That decentralized the government's monopoly on news. And I said, if it wasn't for X, we would have never known about that Ukrainian woman either. That would have never existed. That would have been banned. Because remember the mainstream, the legacy state corporate fascist media didn't even talk about it. But now they was talking about on X, everybody's talking about it. So they couldn't help it. They have to mention it now. And of course, what their response was to it was gross. Nice. Yeah, Volksgemeinschaft. What time is it? How long have I been going here? We haven't won a match yet. I was kind of waiting to win a match. We might win this match. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, are they defusing? Ah, dynamite defused. Let's say we can do this, then we can play Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. I don't know what the server is like, though. I have to check. Yeah, I don't want to get in the same topic, free speech news. Yeah, I guess the one thing it does about this, it does raise maybe some kind of awareness of public intellectuals having an open discourse. Does Steven Crowder act? Is that intellectual? I don't know. I know he has to change my mind, but is that intellectual? I'm not sure. I don't think so. We're talking about people that want to engage in debate. I'm not talking about the. I'm not talking about the normie kind of pragmatist and Dave Rubin types. No, we're talking about the more radical types, like someone like a Hans Hermann Hoppe or something, or Leonard Peikoff. Too bad he's not around. Yeah, we don't want any mealy-mouthed pragmatists. Ah, let's go. Did we get the? Oh, I got a triple kill. You go to the back. Because these boomer types, like a Dave Rubin and stuff, God, they're just kind of like, they're just like vanilla. They always say the same crap over and over again. I think it's important for people to talk about things in an open forum and just to have disagreements and stuff. But Jesus Christ. That's not helpful. Okay. We gotta get going here. Come on. Let's get this. Okay, there was nobody there. Wasted my grenade. Oh. Ah, no. Oh, ooh, double kill. You. Forgot to crouch. What else points that I was wanted to talk about here? Let's see. Yeah, I think we kind of covered everything. Yeah. So, I mean, most people are in agreement that that was, yeah. Yeah, most people were just, yeah, I mean, you could see it even on Facebook, too. That most people in agreement, you know, non-violent solutions to things, yeah. But, what are we doing here? But, oh, come on. I'm trying to talk and I can't talk. You, that's me. Because back to what I was saying before about the institutes. Let's see here. Where am I? Oh, I spawned. Okay. Nice information. Where did I go with that one? I forgot. Oh yeah, the you understand where the well, that's what I was talking about. I was trying to remember what I was talking about. I'm getting tired. Okay, Octoon. We got one on the tank. Get the other one. Are they disarming it? Better not be. Hold on, I gotta get to the want to talk about the institutes. You have to think where that violent rhetoric came from. It came from the institutes. Because if you notice the people that are being fired for saying these vile comments and celebrating the death of this guy, they're coming from college professors and primary school teachers. So there's where your root is. And so if you're like a conservative Republican weak parasite, you're just going to sit there and try to be pragmatic. You want to negotiate some kind of compromise. We can pass some kind of policies to reform the institutes. That shit ain't going to work. If you want to get at the root of that, which is that's where it comes from, the education. That's where they're educating the kids of all the hate. You just want to abolish the institutes, completely eradicate the Department of Education, get rid of it. So that way, this shit never comes back again. Because that's the problem. If you're one of these conservative types that think you can reform the education system by passing policy on top of policy, well, you're just delusional. Because this shit could just come back again. You think, in 30 years from now, you can rest on your laurels for like 30 years thinking you abolished the woke socialist, commie, Nazi people. You got another thing coming, buddy, because it can just come back again in some new form. And now you're just back at square one again. I got to pass some more policies. So what that happens is when you cast more policies on top of policies, it creates a stratification of policies and it just increases the government even more. As an anarchist, I want to abolish the institutes. I don't want the government to have a monopoly on education. You can't compromise. You can't be a mealy-mouthed pragmatist. If you're serious about it, you get at the root of the evil. Completely eradicate and abolish the Department of Education in America. And then you can have an open free market of education. You can have a combination of private schools. You can have a combination of tutors, private tutors, homeschooling. You want to create as many different types of well, I was in therapeutic daycare center, and I got individual customized lessons. I was in the public schools at first, but they're talking about the early 70s when behavioral problems was kind of a new thing in school. And so a lot of educators didn't know what to do with, thank you, Dunkus here, didn't know what to do with students that had problems learning or paying attention, or maybe like any kind of severe problems of, the HDH, whatever that, yeah, that thing. Whoops. And so I was one of those with a behavior problem, and they sent me to a therapeutic daycare center where I got probably the best education I ever had, because it was individualized and it was customized to suit my whatever temperament or my slowness or fastness of learning, and it was customized to fit me, rather than just going into a classroom of just kids that are all the same age, doing the same thing at the same time. I hated public school, the government, public schools, because all you ended up being was just another cog in the machine. You're just another part that fits in there. They're not really customizing your lesson to fit you. Oops. What is loss? I don't want options. Yeah. So that was my point, is that if you abolish these monopolies that the government has, you can create a real free market of education alternatives, like a private tutor, or go to a school that only has like 10 students or something like that, or just homeschool, to give people more options. That's how you're going to solve it. If you allow that the government's monopoly on education to continue to exist, it'll have a monopoly and there'll be only one choice, and the quality of the education will be shit. And always the quality, we never have a monopoly of anything, and quality is garbage. So if you want to solve this radicalization that's going on in the schools, the woke crap and all that other nonsense, gender ideology, abolish the Department of Education, and that way you make sure that shit never comes back again. And that's where it starts. So yeah, don't listen to these weak little bitches that want to do compromise and we should have passed policies that we can reform the education system. No, you can't. It's unreformable. Unreformable, as Jerry Seinfeld will say. You don't want to give that religion of socialism a chance to ever rear its ugly, disgusting head again. And that's why you want to destroy a monopoly. Anytime the government has a monopoly, everything the government touches turns to shit, and that's true. Yeah, the government sure does stuff, but it turns to shit. I don't know. So, is that about it? I think everything. The other thing, yeah, the quote, soul searching among the liberals. Yeah, right. They're not going to just soul search. That's baloney. They're just going to double down on it. They don't do so. They're not going to change anything. Hey, that's the other thing. Don't be a little cuck conservative like that and think you can negotiate some sort of soul searching or depend on that to happen, that they're going to look upon themselves and they're going to change themselves. They ain't going to do that. Hell no, they're not going to do that. Oh, they got dynamite on there. Great. Bomb diffused. Wonderful. Yeah. What was he talking about? All I'm thinking about right now is going to the bathroom. And we haven't won this mission yet. Let's go. Yeah, oh, that's right. Reforming them. You're not going to reform these people. Because they've already been They've already been through the public school education, the government's monopoly. And so they're not going to change. It's too late for them. There's no hope for that. So stop trying to live in the delusion land that somehow they're going to come to their senses and have an awakening and realize the error of their ways and do some soul searching. Forget that. They ain't going to do that. They're not going to do that for you. And you can't do anything for them either. So it's best just to give up on them. Because if you think they're going to have some sort of awakening, you know they're not. You think they're, the young generation, the Zoomers, they're gonna come of age and they're gonna become adults and they're gonna have a big awakening from reality? No, they're not. These people usually stick with their sick, twisted ideologies for decades. Hell, I mean, we have evidence to show this of after World War II, they thought they can get Germans to sort of abandon the religion of the German National Socialists and somehow come to their senses. Well, it wasn't very successful. It was yes and no. It was a lot of touch and go. Some did, some didn't. Some just stayed with it, the ideology, the rest of their life. Yeah, if you think, especially when the boomers think that young kids, when they get older, they're going to be hit in the face with reality. That's just nonsense. They're going to stick with it. And once they stick with it, it's too late. There's no way they're going to change. So that's just nonsense. I don't know why people even think there's going to have some soul searching with the Democratic Party. No, they're not. And when did they? It's after 2020, after those riots and terrorist acts and the shootings and the killings and the burnings all across the state, did they have an awakening about that and denounce the violence? Nope. They just double down on it. So dream on if you think these people are going to change. They're not going to change. They're not going to reform themselves. They're not going to be soul searching. Don't rely on that. And that's kind of what they want you to do. They want you to just rest, sit in your hands, and think somehow they're just going to change and they're just going to come to their senses and reality is going to slap them in the face. Oh, no. God, that's such an irresponsible way to do it. No, you hold these people's feet to the fire forever. And you never let them forget and never give them a chance to reform because they're not going to anyway. So don't even give them a chance. That's what I say. You want to abolish abolish the damn government. Completely abolish its monopoly on violence. Now, one solution to hold these sociopathic politicians accountable was stop paying them a guaranteed salary. Just make it voluntary. Stop paying them your money. Damn. That's the problem. You guarantee them a salary and they get your money and it's like they don't even care. So they got your money. So what do I care? I can do whatever I want. I'll never get fired. So just make it voluntary. Force them to say, well, okay, you won the election, Mr. President, but we're not paying you. It's all voluntary. You got to keep your job at Walmart. And if you want to, implement some kind of policy like immigration policy or any policy, you just pay for that yourself out of your own pocket. Make it a private thing, because that's what it is. Because whenever a politician gets on their podium and grandstands about what a good Samaritan are, and they're going to stand with this or that community, understand this is their private thoughts. This is what they want. So make it a private and keep it a private thought. And say, well, that's your private idea. This is your fantasy. This is what you want. This is your delusion. You want this idea of like mass immigration. You pay for it yourself. Mr. Politician, you go take out a loan from the bank, have a third job. I want to see these sociopathic politicians work a job at Walmart. I want to see them up there in the Senate with their, 5-piece suits. No, I want to see them work their job. That's the other thing. That's why they're never going to change as long as they steal your money. If they keep stealing your money, these sociopathic politicians, they keep stealing your money all the time. They don't give a shit. They got the money anyway. What do they care? So they just do whatever they want. Yeah. And so, just take that money away from them, because you want to make sure that this sick, twisted ideology that created this violent culture never comes back. And that's another way to do it. Decentralize the government monopoly on violence, and take the money away from the politicians. Just say you're not getting paid anymore. It's all voluntary. So, what's happening? We got one more to go. Come on, let's plant the dynamite on that damn thing and win this thing. I need to go to the bathroom. Wow. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. All right. So if anybody's got any comments about what I've been talking about, you can always go back and watch the earlier stream. I think I covered almost everything. We've been through this before, and my only worry is that it's just going to get worse before it gets better. But you'll survive. You'll make it. Just be white-pilled. Don't be black-pilled. Be white-pilled. Understand. You'll survive whatever happens. We've been through a lot worse before. And it sucks. I know. It sucks. That was just a needless death. And it's horrible when that stuff happens. I don't know. I'm not going to say, oh, I hope things will get better. People will heal themselves and stuff. I don't know. I know it's easy to get black-pilled and think. Is that, yes. What are we doing? Aha! I think you just need to go to the bathroom, that's all. I know, good saying. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, there's probably a lot of different takes and everything. I know some of these people are like saying it was the Mossad agent that took him out, or maybe it was something to do with the Zionist plot or something. Jesus Christ, come on, guys, really? Well, let's settle down here a little bit and understand this guy that did this assassination was a piece of shit. I understand that. Don't try to make it worse or make it more complicated and add more actors to this theater. Just tone it down. The other thing is that don't fall for the provocations, because I know people will be easy to want to retaliate. And there's going to be some weirdos that are going to do it. And it's going to make it worse. And then the other side will say, look, they're right, they're just as violent as we are. And they'll use that as fodder to pass more regulations and policies and just grow the government and government spending even more. So don't fall for that crap either. Come on, comrades. Oops. He's off he goes. Okay. 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 Where are we? Hold on, I gotta go. Damn it. Every time. Okay, I think in about 5 minutes, if nothing happens, I'll quit and play Wolfenstein Enemy Territory now. If anyone's got any comments about what I said, please throw them. You know what I said. I can't even talk anymore. Let's see. Yeah, Okay. Let's put my phone away. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Dum-da-dum. I mean, yeah, back to the educational institutes. Why would you want to keep them alive anyway? Jesus. You know that's where the rot is. You know where that's all the poison comes from. It's a primary and secondary school. Then why would you want to try to reform it? It doesn't even make any sense. It's like, don't even waste your time, because reforming isn't going to do anything. It'll just, all will cause the religion of socialism to come back in some other guise, you know, just reinvent itself, and then you're just back at square one again, and you just keep doing this over and over again. Let's pass more policies on top of more policies. Let's reform these institutes. That's what they need. Aha! I was so close. Yeah, that's the takeaway. Stop thinking reform the government's institutes. You're not going to do that. You're not going to reform education. Stop thinking that eventually the left and the Democrats will come to their senses and have a great awakening and do soul searching. Don't count on that either. Like I said, you want to make sure that shit never comes back again. And I have some solutions, right? I think those are good solutions. Stop paying these public servants, these temporary caretakers, to spend and waste your money. Stop paying these people. Just make it voluntary, and then abolish these government institutes. Yeah. You want to take away the government's monopoly. You want to take away the power as much as possible, and you want to make sure it doesn't come back. Because if you leave the institutes there in some kind of reformed state, they can just... You saw what happened with DEI. All they did was change the name. You thought you eradicated DEI? I think, again, you didn't eradicate it from the institutes. It just reinvented itself. It just changed its name. We're not the German National Socialists anymore. We're the National Socialist Germans. They just switched the name around. You're still the same party. They just changed the name, gave it a different synonym. You don't want that to happen. The long is like I said, if the long as the state exists, the more you're gonna have socialism. If you eradicate the state, it will have no chance of any of that stuff happening. Because the irrational actors in a free market system will just deteriorate. Like that. And they will. The irrational actors in any kind of free market system will not be successful. Because people will see no value in the products produced by an irrational actor. So they'll go, well, I don't want to buy that. I have other choices. That's what you want. Bum, bum. Come on. I saw him there, but I didn't see him there. Teams. Yes, there are two of them. We have 1 minute. We haven't done anything yet. We just need one more dynamite. Let's see, one more run, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then we'll do Wolfenstein Enemy Territory and finish the night. And then I'll be doing another stream Sunday, my time, Japan time, lunchtime. I'm going to build another Gunpla model. Revenge. Susan hits 10 o'clock. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm going to fade out here for a second, go to the bathroom, and be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's go play Wolf ET now. I think I talked about it enough. I got my point across. I hope I did. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave a comment. Say something. Say hello, anything. And if you have thoughts you'd like to share, maybe you have some better ideas than what I talked about. I'd like to hear it. But I kind of talked about it enough. So let's play Wolf ET. Where is it? There it is. Would you? All right, let's finish off the evening. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. We got to load the mods first. I like to load my map. I wonder if I can. Yeah, I could load my map in here. Play. I guess I could. I could show you my map I made for Wolfenstein enemy territory. Oh, let me switch to it. All right, there you go. Go to the server list. So I will show you a map, a capture the flag map, and I did kind of like my version of Halo's Blood Gulch. My version. I'll open it up and I'll show you it. And we're on the Market Street. So. Nope. This server runs anti-war. So I get to be the Deutschvolk again. And it's, wow, Friday night, and it's kind of dead. I'm going to be running these old games that run and don't hang. I'm not gonna play Dirty Bomb anymore or that AVA game. It just keeps crashing. Oh, wrong guy. Yeah, I gotten pretty good with my aiming. Oh, I gotta fill up. Give me my medicine. Huh? Where? Ah. Killing spree. This game's the more action-packed. It's more like an arcadey kind of game. Let me see. I'm gonna check. Let me check kick really quick. Quickie kick. I am live. Watch now. Yes. Really? Come on, guys. You don't want me to sound like Darkside Phils are begging for subs. No, I'm not going to do that. That's terrible. Don't beg. If you like to see more today, let's get a couple of subs then. If you like to see more. But if not, I'll just do this. What the hell happened here? Oh, I'm a ninja deer. Whoops. I'm not a ninja deer. Damn it. I'm a medic. Killing spree. Nice. Da, da, da. I think I might do a stream Monday morning my time. I gotta think about what I want to talk about. I need ammo. Oh, what the heck is this? Overkick. I mean, the spectators too. There's like hardly anybody. Yeah, this server just it's kind of dead. I'm just looking at the lighting. This doesn't look very good either. It's kind of dark in corners and stuff. But yeah, I'll do a couple of maps here, and then I'll show you my Capture the Flag Halo map. Blood Gulch. We need an engineer. Yeah, 5 bots on our team and 4 bots on the other team. Well, I don't recognize anybody in here now. I don't know who these people are. I don't know. Dynamite planted. That's an interesting barricade. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have Supply Depot next. Is that I think I like that supply depot. I like that one better than Gold Rush. Supply depot's a more tight map. But we covered. Okay. So let's do supply depot, and then I'll show you my capture the flag map after that. This might go fast because this is a very allied biased map. The supply depot. Yeah, this is the one. They have to build the crane controls. Wow, look at that. It just died out immediately. Holy shish. This is not good. If you want to see my map now, let's get some subs. Look at this. This server is dead. It just died. You don't like Supply Depot? Why the hell not? Ha. Ha. Let's go. If you want to, some of you are late to the stream, welcome. If you want to hear my take about the assassination thing, just go back earlier and watch it. I talk about it mostly, but I'm kind of toward the end here, and I don't think I want to talk about it anymore. I talked about it enough. If you have any questions about it, or what I talked about, maybe you'd like to see more, or comment, whatever, just leave a comment now if you like. All right. Did they plant dynamite? Let's go. Plant dynamite. No, they didn't. Oops, I gotta supply him with food.
I need ammo.
Oh, he's just a bot. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's blow him up. Get a guy with a Panzerfaust and blow this guy to bits. Oh. Doesn't matter. The truck moves by itself. Whatever. This will end soon. Let's go. Oh, I'm looking at this cave. Yeah, look at this cave. I'll show you my cave. Show me yours. Just looking at this cave. Same rock face as mine. I'm looking at how they did. Oh, yeah, okay. So they created a cave like this. Okay, that's a basic shape, yeah. Oh, I see what they did there. Okay. So this is bot heaven now. Huh? Okay. Oh no. The cave is the same shape. They just made it like that. It always looks like it's easier to make. Easier said than done. Yeah, the cave system is pretty much the same. Curly fries. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it just curls around like that. Hey, that's kind of like Blood Gulch. Except, how do they make the command map like that? Weird.
Dynamite planted. The truck is past the first barrier. I'm constructing.
Yeah, this map is better than. Well, take that, gimmick. No. All right, let's see if this match ends soon.
Killing spree.
That's interesting how they drew that. This is a small map.
Command post constructed.
I'm just getting tired now.
Great shot.
There's no blending at all going on here. None. Wow. Thank you.
Dynamite planted.
I can. Server sucks right now. It's dead.
Killing spree.
Damn.
Killing spree.
They have damaged our command post. They have constructed.
I'm looking at the canyon walls here. This is kind of like an arena kind of thing. Yeah.
Fire in the hole. Danke, sir. Great shot. Dynamite planted. Great shot.
Ah, shit. Oh man.
Killing spree.
Splat. Dun 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 dun.
Killing spree.
Dynamite planted. I need ammo. Dynamite defused.
Killing spree.
Need a medic.
Well, see, I turn the graphics down on this game like this, so it's like my map I made. I don't do the light thing. I don't add the. I have lighting.
Past the second barrier.
Yeah, they might win this one pretty quickly.
Whoa. Dynamite planted.
Yeah, so that's how they make their cave, just like that, just simple, like that. Maybe that's what I should have done. I mean, it just looks simple, cut. There's no blending going on here.
Killing spree.
All clear.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'll show you my Halo map thing. I wish I would have made it with the
Killing spree.
Protect
higher canyon walls and closer together like this.
side wall.
I blew it. I can always do it again.
Need a medic.
Wow.
Defenses constructed. Incoming.
Mm-hmm.
Need a medic. They have destroyed the depot defenses.
Yep. Yeah, gotta build the crane and lower the gold into the truck.
Incoming. You got it, man. Depot defenses constructed.
Double kill.
Okay. What? What just happened? Does anybody need anything? Here, take some food.
Killing spree.
Okay, you had enough. No. See, they gotta build the crane controls here.
I need ammo.
Yeah, the tight quarters are nice. I gotta look at the lighting for this one. I don't know what I did. I screwed the lighting on my map. I don't know how I did that. Nah. All right. Let's finish this. Come on.
Killing spree.
Use X Labs texture. Where is he? Where is he? Behind me? Where'd he go?
Killing spree.
Construction completed. Need a medic.
Oh, they constructed the controls. Now they're gonna lower the Gold. First gold crate. Lieutenant Colombo. All right. Yeah, that's easy. They should win this. He's only got 5 minutes. Let me see the hole. Okay, it's just simple. Yeah, just simple cut in there. There you go.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Have some medicine. Let's go. Medicine time. We've done it, huh? Zulu. 5 minutes. Why wait? We're not in a hurry. Oh, snake in the grass is administrator now? I didn't know that. You bastard. Why did you tap out? It's it. It's over. Once they get it past the gate here, it's pretty much over. Then I'll show you my map. As promised. Show you my capture the flag map. Okay. I might make a separate video of it.
Killing spree.
Hurry up and end. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, special delivery. I don't know what that. Okay, so let me show you my map. Capture the flag map I just made, just finished. And the king has returned. He's going to unite the kingdom. Okay. So I'll go ahead and open the map now. I'll do it this way. I'll open up Radiant. Okay. And then I'll just compile it. Simple compile. Okay, open up the map. It's called Blood Gulch. And save. And let's compile just normal BSB unit, and then I'll switch to it so you can see what it looks like. Give it a minute here. Sides. Okay. Couldn't find this. Couldn't find that. Yada yada blah blah blah. Okay, let's go. There's the screenshot of Blood Gulch. And there we go. We got 55 seconds. So let me just show you that basically there's the Halo Sky box. I've got the teleporter. I made my little Halo bases. This is supposed to be like Blood Gulch. I have a tunnel over there. And access base, red team. Okay, I'll go ahead and join. I'm going to go ahead and be allies. There. My teleporter, like Halo, Blood Gulch. And you can go. You can just slide around different. Get injured. I think I made the base too big.
Capture the flag.
There you go. I left the original voice. I imported the voices from Halo in there. So let me go downstairs. This Blood Gold base is too tall, whatever I said. It's pretty much the same as Blood Gulch. There's Master Chief. Hello there. Sorry. You okay? There's our flag base. And we got the ammo crates, med packs. Okay, so let's head on over to the access base. There's access. And then what I'll do is, and I have trucked over here. Some med packs here. And I did put some Halo models in here. There's the Warthog. Too bad you can't get in there and drive it. But it's about the same size. I think these Wolf players are a little bit taller. Okay, so let's go into the teleport. There we go. We can get to the access base a little quicker. And they've got a Warthog too. And yeah, that's right, they got a Banshee on top of there. But see, I didn't make the canyon walls tall enough. They should have been much taller and closer together. Okay, let's go capture the flag. There it is. Red base.
Objective taken.
Blue team has the flag.
Blue team has the flag. So now what we'll do is we'll go upstairs to the teleport. And we'll teleport somewhere to the middle of the map, just like Halo. Too bad we can't fly the Banshee. Too bad. Oh, we don't want that. Let's go over here. There. And so what we'll do now is we'll traverse the trail here on the side. And then we will plant some dynamite here.
Dynamite planted.
Okay, so we have access to the cave. So I'll just sit here and watch, protect it. You can't use the turret, sorry. I wish you could use the turret. I could have put some Halo gun sounds in here, like assault rifle and the plasma rifles. That would have been cool. And the Panzerfaust could be sound like the rocket launcher in Halo. Could have done that, but you can't go in there. Sorry. I wish you could. Okay, so we'll just wait here behind this one. See, the game looks better like this. When I compile it with the light, it looks like shit. There you go. Well, I didn't see that. Oh, no. That's bad. I got to fix that. Okay. That's all. I never noticed that. This, too, I got to fix that. I mean, I don't know. That's okay. You can kind of see through the cable. I don't know. Here's the cave. Amazing looking cave. That's how I did my cave. It looks a lot different than the cave from Supply Depot or Special Delivery. There you go. Into the cave we go. We got some shit. I never noticed that either. And then we can just hop down here. This is, yeah, I had this with the rocks like this, like Halo. I try to make it as approximate as possible as Blood Gulch. Let's see. Now we'll go and capture the flag. Here we go. Let's see.
Blue team score.
Blue team score. Okay. And that's it. That's pretty much the... What do I have here? Now, see, what the hell is that? I thought I got rid of that texture. Oh, Jesus. Gotta fix that. You can't see the blue lights. So, if you like, you can go back to the cave entrance if you want to, or... I don't know, it's up to you. I just like to use the teleporters. I like the sound. There you go. And the scoreboard is on the ally side. And let me go change over to these guys. And there's my command map. Pretty amazing, huh? Okay, I don't know what the orange... Let me go down here. And construct an MG nest. There. And we can just shoot them as they come in. Because why not? Why not? These hills are okay, not tall enough. Oh, okay. You get injured, but there's health packs over here. Okay, so let's capture the blue flag, and then that'll be it. There we go.
Objective taken.
Red team has the flag.
You know what's interesting about the sound files from the original Halo game PC? Is that they're in stereo. But the Wolfenstein Enemy Territory sound files are in mono. Yeah. I just think that was interesting because when I converted the files from Halo to here, I had to convert them to mono. I didn't know they were stereo. And so the teleporter sound doesn't quite sound complete in here because it's mono. The stereo one has 2 channels and has 2 different sounds going at the same time. I'll show you after our score. I can't really show you. Hey, Halo. Do I have it installed? I don't remember. So let's capture the flag. See, this thing's too big. It needs to be lower, about half the size, and it needs to kind of be beveled. I just made the wall straight. Here we go.
Red team, score.
Red team score, right. Hey, Master Chief. How you feel being in the Wolfenstein game? Nice crossover. Okay, I'll show you. I'll get into the teleporter and I'll show you what it sounds like. I mean, I like the skybox. That's cool. So you go in here. See how that's incomplete? Because in the stereo sound of that teleporter sound, the waves are different. On the left side, it's going like down, up, and the right side it's going up, down. So together it makes a complete sound. But since I had to convert this to mono, it only sounds like up, down. Okay. I think that's it. You've seen enough of my amazing Blood Gulch map.
Deus Vult.
And thanks for coming out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And let me know in the comment section below what you think about what I talked about earlier. Like to get some feedback. Agree, disagree, I don't care, whatever. And, geez.